There's gotta be a little.
Oh, yes, the sunshine. It is time to get out in the garden this weekend. And why not? We've got nice warm weather. Things are starting to pop out of the ground. But how about somebody else's garden? Why not? It's a way to give back to the community. And someone who knows all about that, actually two people that I'm joined with here this morning. I've got Alison,
Alison Cohen.
Alison Cohen and Gail Taylor. You are, however, with Why Hunger. And we are here to talk about, of course, how to give back to the community and the food deserts that we're seeing across so many of the big cities. How is it that these co-ops and gardens can help give back?
Yeah, absolutely. So many folks, I think, don't even realize we have 42 million Americans that are food insecure, that are struggling to put food on their plates. And there are plenty of soup kitchens and food banks and things like that around. And that is not ending hunger. And so our organization is very interested in supporting community-based organizations and local farms and community farms like Three Part Harmony Farm here in D.C. As a way to contribute to growing good, healthy, nutritious food that then gets directly to people that live in the neighborhood.
And Gail, you're with the farm here, Three Harmony Farm. If we can get a big shot of this, because this is gorgeous. It is right in our backyard here in Northeast DC. Gail, tell us about what it is that you do for the community and for the people that come here to volunteer their time and help.
Sure. My primary interest in owning a farm in the city is just to show people that we can grow food for ourselves, that we can feed ourselves. So we supply 134 member CSA, which is people who pay in advance for their produce. Volunteers come on Fridays and Saturdays and work 3 hours to take home that same equivalent share so they don't have to pay. On Wednesdays, we donate to a food bank, but we also grow local seedlings here.
Right.
So people can go to the local hardware store and buy these plants.
And they're all different kinds?
Yeah, tomato, pepper, eggplant, herbs, vegetables, and grow your own plants at home.
I love it. Well, let's start putting something in the ground during the next hit, during the 9 o'clock hour. We're actually going to talk about some of the co-ops and how folks can give, even if you don't want to plant and get in the yard or the garden, how you can give back in other ways with your talents. All right, so what do we have here?
So we have these little lettuce plants. They started in my greenhouse in my backyard in February.
Guys, I'm going to toss it back to you. In the meantime, I'm going to get a little dirty and do a little planting. Hey, welcome to Good Morning Washington, and welcome to our garden. Well, it's not my garden. It's this lady's garden. Gail Taylor from Three Harmony Farms. We've been out this morning doing a little bit of gardening.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
We've got this lettuce that we planted in the wintertime. It's called New Red Fire. Really likes the cold weather, so we planted it in the cold, and now we're going to harvest it and give it to our CSA members next week.
Right. There you said it, CSA. This is a very special garden. It's unlike any other. So community garden here, you've got folks that come in and help you. How many people are you feeding with this garden?
We have 130 member CSA, community supported agriculture. So that's folks who pay in advance for us to give them vegetables once a week. We also have about a dozen folks who come and exchange their labor for that same share. So they don't pay money, they just come and work with us.
And do any of the folks that get some of what is growing here, do they come and give their time?
Sometimes, yeah, people will come like on a Friday or a Saturday, maybe once or twice a year, but really the labor is getting done by our 2 part-time crew members, myself, and then the people who come every week. They're very, dedicated, coming every week.
Right, and this garden is so unique to D.C. You mentioned a couple of other co-ops in the area that you started.
Yeah, I co-founded Community Farming Alliance. It's a farmer co-op of women of color and people of color and women who are farmers, mostly based in D.C., but also we have members on the Eastern Shore, folks in West Virginia. So we're mostly women and black and brown farmers who are all growing different things in different places, and then we come together once a week to do the distribution at the CSA, and we go to a farmer's market.
And I love the fact that you're finding solutions where there is need. That is really great. We can go ahead and stand up. You mentioned the lettuce here, also other varieties. You've got some beets, some carrots.
Yeah, it's springtime, so we have all the greens and the roots, right? A lot of different kinds of lettuce, kale, collards, onions, beets, radishes, turnips, carrots, that kind of thing.
Now, Alison Cohen with Why Hunger, I'm going to switch over to you here for a second. If folks want to give back, you mentioned giving their time, their talent. How can they do that?
Right. So I think most of us are prone to, when we think about hunger, we're thinking about let's donate some cans, let's donate food, let's go to the soup kitchen. And we are really encouraging folks to get out and consider what all of their talents are. And perhaps you're a web designer, perhaps you're an artist, a photographer, social media guru. All of these local community-based organizations need that kind of support as well. And it's a wonderful way to really engage more deeply in a local community organization.
Well, thank you very much. Our kid O'Shea knows how to dance. Maybe he could throw a dance party and give back here in the community. And then the other thing, take a look at this awesome T-shirt here, guys. This is the 3-part Harmony Farm T-shirt, where all of the proceeds, when you buy the shirt, goes back to the community garden here. How can folks get more information on you?
3partharmonyfarm.org.
Okay, I'm going to get back to gardening. We've got a little more of Good Morning Washington coming up in just a couple of minutes. Bye, guys.
Pow, pow, pow. Honey got some boobies like wow, oh wow.